I married my husband for his money. He married me for my looks. Amma. Any thoughts on having children? I'm pregnant right now. Due in September. It's the first child for both of us. I would ideally like to have 4 kids. 2 boys and 2 girls. But this pregnancy is kicking my ass. So we'll see how it goes. Hope you pull through. Push through FDFY. Do you believe in love? Did you believe in it when you were younger? Do you think there's anyone on this world that'll make you feel happier than your husband and his money? Thanks for the Amma. Interesting stuff. I definitely believe in love. I had a boyfriend in college who I adored. I'm talking love you see in the movies. But I realized as I looked at the couples I knew who fell in love in their 20s and got married that they all just kind of mellowed out. They still liked each other and all. But the passion always dies out. I'm just not someone who could be happy in a paycheck to paycheck struggling lifestyle in the long term. So I made the sacrifices I had to in order to get the life I want. Like I said elsewhere in this Amma, my friends/family are what give me the utmost happiness and nothing else is even close. However, the money gives me freedom. I can travel, shop, read, write, relax, kayak, skate, hike, etc. and go after all of these passions because I don't have to ever worry about money. So no, the money is not my #1 source of happiness. However, it is the foundation upon which I'm able to live my life. Did something happen in your college relationship that made you not love this boyfriend any longer? Or was it merely a product of trying to prevent the possibility of unhappiness from occurring? I went from oh my god this guy's my whole entire world to I really care about him. And when I looked at my older friends/older cousins who married someone that they were initially very passionate about, the best case was that the passion had fizzed and they were more complacent. But for most of those marriages, there was fighting and boredom. I just felt that I couldn't be happy leading such a life and wanted to give marrying well a chance. So what do you think the odds are of him winning in November? Hahaha. Was there a prenuptial agreement? Are you concerned in 10 years, after he's tired of you, he will just toss you aside and get a new car? The prenup gives me a certain amount of money for each year that we are married, and not a penny more. It's a very fair agreement and I have no problem with it. No I don't because, and this is a bit controversial, I told him from day one that I don't care if he cheats. Just don't bring her home and always treat me like your wife. Image is very important to him, and his social circle frowns upon trade-in for a newer model. Did he give you the same freedom? Are you able to have a bit of fun with other guys? I never asked. He never offered. It's one of those unspoken rules. A very small thing to give up considering everything my husband does for me and my family. It sounds like you're happy, and under the original reasons for marrying it sounds like it's working out great. Congratulations on the baby. Because he married you for your looks. What are your plans for maintaining your body after the pregnancy? Congrats on the baby. Ever since I decided I wanted to marry well, I've made fitness a huge part of my life. I eat grilled chicken/quinoa/veggies for every meal besides breakfast lol and work out 5 days a week. It's pretty much routine for me now. My fitness pal and a personal trainer is a plan. And thank you. Do you worry that he might move on to someone younger/prettier at a certain point? Or do you think you guys could grow into a comfortable kind of love where you expect to stay together? No. Because I told him I don't care if he cheats, and also his social circle frowns upon trading up for a new wife. Yes, I definitely see us staying together. He says the same man. More importantly, his actions reflect that. I saw that you'd answered the first part of my question elsewhere, but appreciating your circling back. Here are some more questions. I see also that you take care of your family, as does your husband, which is great. Does your family understand the arrangement you've made? Do they approve? How old are your brothers? What culture did you grow up in? Irish? Puerto Rican? Where are you from? Is your hubby from a well-to-do family, or is he self-made? I'm from CA and my husband is from Texas. We live in Texas now. His dad was pretty well off, so he definitely got advantages/connections from that. But all in all ended up doing better than his dad. Just a small loan of $1 million. What would realistically happen If for whatever reason your looks completely faded, it's not if, it's when. That will happen in about 10 years. At which point I will be a mother of 2 to 4 kids with a generous prenup who doesn't care if her husband is cheating on her. My husband has told me multiple times that me being okay with him having women on the side is the reason why he would never, ever leave me. To the wider social circle, we are the perfect couple. Among the boys club, they all wish their wife was as accepting as me. Nice. Wish you all the best. When your kids ask if mommy and daddy love each other, what will you say? If you have a daughter, do you hope she follows your path? Yes, of course we love each other. We've been happily married for X years. No, I come from a working class family, and marrying well was my only ticket to a life that would be good to me as well as the people around me. My future daughter or daughters will be born into a good home and have endless opportunities. I really hope that they can marry for love and not have the guilt of taking care of the family on their shoulders. Thanks for your honest Emma. I appreciate your answers and definitely see a different side than I did before. How did you two meet, and how did he propose to you? Are you a blonde? Asian? Can you describe your physical self, aside from I'm pretty? We met at a party and were introduced by a friend. The proposal was cute. We dated for about 8 months and were on vacation in Cabo San Lucas when he asked me to marry him. We had already talked about marriage before, so I knew it was coming, but not that soon. We were having dinner in a restaurant, having good conversation, and enjoying the last night in CSL, when our dessert came out, and the cake was surrounded by fudge that said, "Will you marry me?" It's funny because I was so into our conversation that, after thanking the server, I didn't even look down at the plate, and kept talking. I noticed like 30 seconds later, when my husband kept glancing down at the table and I wondered why. Then I looked down, and it was like, oh, I'm a brunette. Half Irish, half Puerto Rican. How's the six? Is money the most important thing to you? What does hubby do? What is his annual salary? Got any cool, funny, weird, sad, crazy, and or scary stories to tell? What is your purpose in life? What keeps you going each day? The sex is good. Definitely not great, but usually good. Money is definitely not the most important thing. I did have a phase in the beginning of our marriage where I wanted to spend. My husband gave me a credit card and a limit for each month, and I had a ton of fun with it, but that wore off fast. Now that I've gotten some real security in my life, I focus on my friends and family. As corny as it sounds, I really believe the people in your life are what give your life meaning. Husband works in finance. I'm not sure his annual salary, but he gives me $10,000 a month to do whatever I want, no questions asked. So I assume he's doing pretty well, considering what money he gives me plus the houses/cars. Good stories don't translate well via text. My purpose in life. I don't think most people could answer this. Like I said, I'm very close to the people in my life. It's not like, oh, I have money now, let's go to a 5-star restaurant with stuck-up neighbors. It's more of a, hey, college best friend, let's go drive up to the lake this weekend. Bring your family, I'll bring mine. And yeah, well, the lake house is nice. It's more about being with the people you love. And for what keeps me going / what I'm looking forward to, I'm having a baby this September. I can't put into words how excited I am. Good stories don't translate well via text. What about books though? You got me there. Well played. How has marrying well changed your outlook on life? Any misconceptions about rich people that you'd like to address in particular? A piece of advice for guys. In general, it's changed my outlook by just freeing me. I don't worry about paying bills, dealing with shit from any coworker/boss, saving money, worrying about how to afford things, etc. I can just do what I enjoy, and that's a blessing. Misconceptions? I think people would be surprised at how much charity money is given away that rich people don't even advertise. I host 2 fundraisers a month, and I've heard people drop $50,000 in one night because a particular cause really touched their heart. Otherwise, rich people are either really, really great and giving and wonderful, or absolute trash pieces of shit. Very little in between. Advice? Figure out what's important to you and go after it. Understand that you will have to sacrifice some things. That's inevitable. But if you can get most of what you want, then you're set. This is the same advice I would give anyone. Thanks. Just wanted to say, I've had a very negative view of women who marry for money due to personal experiences. But you've honestly flipped my opinion on it entirely. You seem like very well grounded person. And I can only hope your husband is at least half as grounded as you. Cheers. I hope you have a long and prosperous life. Closed bracket. I really appreciate this. Thank you. The reason I'm happy has nothing to do with the fact that I own a $X pair of shoes. It's about the people in my life. The money provides stability and freedom. That's it. How tall are you? Him. I'm 5 feet 8, he's 5 feet 10. That's the heights of my Sue and I. I like to think I'm pretty and he's about to be rich. Actual goals. Are you scared that your husband will get a new younger wife when you lose your looks? Do you have an agreement for that? Are you two exclusive sex partners or do you have an open relationship? I'm not worried about a divorce because my prenup is very generous. Also, I told him from the get-go that I don't care how many women he has on the side, so long as I'm respected and treated as his wife. On the outside we look like the perfect couple and his boys club is jealous of how accepting I am. He's all about appearances. That's why we'll be together for a long time. It's an open relationship on his end. I've never even asked about it being open on my end because I don't want to rock the boat on this arrangement. Were you this open with your relationships before this relationship? Do you mean open as in I don't care if you have someone else on the side? Correct. You mentioned that you came from a working class family and you saw this as your opportunity to do well for you and your family. How are the rest of your family now? Do you help your family out with money problems? Also, what made you want to do this, Amma? My parents were able to retire after I married him because he sends my parents money each month. He's also got my brother's jobs in his company. Him taking care of my family means he has my never-ending loyalty. I'm so beyond grateful for what he's done for them. No real reason to do the Amma. I've been on Reddit for a while and thought I would try it. Did you go to college? Yes, and graduated. What cars do you both drive? There's 5 cars in the garage and we both just take whichever one. I usually take the Bentley. What are the other 4? I guess that's a Continental GT, Bentley, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, BMW and an Aston Martin, only for very special occasions. I also have a bike, but the tire is flat. I don't know why, but the way you casually mentioned the flat tire after those extravagant cars gave me a little giggle. Kudos on the baby, by the way. How attractive is your husband to you? What would you rate him on a 0 to 10 scale? When I met him, I would say maybe a 6 for his age. Now that I know him and have really grown affectionate for him, he's at least a 7.5. What are your interests and hobbies that you like to do in your spare time?